Okay, so I had no idea this even happened. And there's no way I would have known about this. I guess if someone would have hit me up about it, I would have saw it. Or maybe if I had the channel on before the game started, it would have shown it. I have no idea, but I did not know about this, and this is pretty awesome.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so we got a couple things to talk about, okay? Number one, we have to go through this article, all right? Because there's a few things in here that I thought was very interesting, and as the title suggests, Jeremy Sochan actually reminds me of Tim Duncan and something that he did. Now, before we talk about that, if you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com. I actually only have about 3 orders to catch up on, so please go check your emails for tracking numbers if you ordered already. And if you want to be next in line, link in the description, and you can support your boy. Or you can support by being a patron, a YouTube member, which is only $2 a month. Link in the description there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Jeremy Sochan, the man who always dyes his hair. Funny enough, I actually dyed mine. You can see it a little bit. Platinum blonde, baby. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, Jeremy Sochan. Jeremy, what you do? He said that he wants to embrace a new role. Okay, well, what are we talking about? So this article starts off by saying that Keldon Johnson and Jeremy Sochan at the end of last season was basically asked, can you go out there and you give like a thank you message to the fans? And obviously they wanted them to do that, or the Spurs, team wanted them to do that because they're the most popular players on the team. Okay, Keldon Johnson and Jeremy Sochan, they bring the most energy, they have the most personality. I knew that they would click. But yeah, I mean, they're the most popular. And while if I sat here and I actually did a poll and I said who's a better player and I put Devin Vassell in there, most people is going to pick Devin Vassell. Yet and still, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sochan are the most popular. But with that being said, Keldon came out. He said, thank you, whatever. Thank guys. Thank you. He did his job. All right. But Sochan, he did a little bit of extra. All right. He put a little spice on it. So he said, we love you all, Spurs fans, and goes on to say, but any Utah fans out there, you're about to lose tonight. Go Spurs, go. Now, the funny thing about this, it actually continues and said that Jeremy came up to the team and he was like, look, y'all can't lose. OK, don't lose. You can't lose. All right, y'all better win. It says it right here. And funny enough, I just want to bring this up. Malachi Branham, his dynamic with Sochan is the most like unintentionally funny thing ever. Because Malachi and Jeremy Sochan are both jokesters, but Malachi is more like, I don't know, like Disney's Freaky Friday level of comedy. And Jeremy Sochan is like super bad. Okay. Like they're just totally different. Like it's just so much more savage coming Jeremy. And then Malachi's reactions to Jeremy is just always like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. This is the Disney Channel. What the heck just happened? I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my computer. All right. With that being said, now the reason why this reminds me of the great Tim Duncan is Tim Duncan did this on a bigger stage, if you guys recall, in which he also guaranteed a win. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Back to memory lane, okay?
Exactly that devastating loss that we had last year, but we're back here and we're excited about it, and we got 4 more to win. We'll do it this time.
We'll do it this time. That was so popular. You guys had to be there, okay? Some obviously most of you have been there. But some of you haven't. You had to be there, okay? When Duncan said those words, I was watching it live and I just got chills. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe did he just say that? It was absolutely insane. And if you go on Twitter, you can go back to 2014 Twitter. There were so many people trashing him about it. Not Spurs fans, just fans in general, LeBron fans. They were so angry at it and they were like, oh my God, he's being so arrogant. They're not going to win. They're just going to lose again. And record margin. But with that being said, I know that seems like a silly comparison. Obviously they're nothing alike personality wise, but I do think that it brings a certain type of attitude when you hold your team accountable and you go out there and you guarantee wins. Duncan didn't do it all the time. I don't expect Jeremy Sochan to do it all the time, but I can see, let's just be real, in the future when the Spurs are a playoff team, Jeremy Sochan isn't going to stop his character. Okay, he's going to be even more insufferable from the outside looking in. He is going to be so irritating, dude. I can only imagine. Can you guys imagine? Can you imagine the Spurs going into a game 7 with like any team and Jeremy Sochan's at the podium? Oh my God, he's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be awful. But hey, you need that type of guy. But I do like that mentality, and I think that he is a winner when it's all said and done. But moving on, this is actually what kind of sums it up. So this is nothing here. The coach just talks about how Jeremy's been a good influence on the guys. We all know that. Look at him. That's kind of swaggy. What is this? If anyone knows what character, or not character, but person this is, if that is a person, you let me know. It is swagalicious. All right, moving now. But this is something that I wanted to bring up. This is what Sochan had to do. Let's see. This is one during Summer League, I believe. It feels good to come and support my fellow teammates. This season, I'm in a different role. I've been in San Antonio for a year now, so I see little things that they don't, and I'm able to talk to them and help them out. And then he goes on, and this one he starts talking about like the type of guys that we have, which I really love this. So, I travel with older players on the way to Vegas. Oh wait, this is Wemby. Hold on. We'll read Wemby and then we'll get to what Sochan had to say. I know I've said it before, but there's a really good. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. When I first read this article, I thought that no, this is the quote I want to talk about. I didn't know Wemby said it. I thought it was Jeremy had said. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Wemby said this. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I've said it before, but there's a really good dynamic with this group. All of our players are really supportive. They trust me and they believe in me, which is really comforting. Not every team has almost every player on the sidelines. That's really good. Wow. Okay, that's even better that Wemby said that and not Sochan. Okay, cool. So yeah, so obviously he's referring to Sochan, Keldon, all those guys. So, and that is true. We do have a really good group, and I think that's part of the reason why you do have your section of Spurs fans that don't really care whether or not a player gets traded or not. But most players are pretty. I mean, most fans are pretty upset when players get traded with the Spurs, and that's why. But yeah, so we'll just end on this note. This is what Sochan said a year before, or right before, or immediately after being drafted by the Spurs. He said, "I'm just going to bring it. My energy is going to be there, off and on the court. I'm going to have fun with it, but I'm going to play hard and work hard as well." And I encourage you guys to do something. Okay, this is my own plug. All right, go to Twitter or X. Be real careful if you're typing in X. All right, just be careful. Okay, just type in Twitter. I'm sure it'll still come up for now. But look, this is something I want you guys to do. I want you to go to my page. Okay, gosh, I post a lot. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. So I've been documenting. I've been documenting every single time that Jeremy Sochan was an absolute savage and menace to society, and it actually got quite a few views, as you can see, 896,000 people it reached. So that's pretty cool. But what I want you guys to do is go over there and look at all these moments, and you're gonna forget some of these. Okay, you're gonna be like, what? That happened? Oh yeah, that did happen. There is so much nastiness with Jeremy Sochan, whether it be dunking on Sabonis and then literally tagging him in the post, whether it be, getting in multiple fights, flipping Morris, going after LeBron James on Twitter, and as the Lakers fans get upset, he trolls them the entire time. Steven Adams getting angry with them. There's just so many. And if there's any that you want to add on, please just comment under it. And I'll add it on there. But I created a whole thread here, so just so we can keep up with how much of a savage he is. And I'll just repost it, during the season or something like that. But anyways, just wanted to bring that to your attention. But if you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description, or become a patron or YouTube member. Only look, $2. I probably got $2 on me right now. I don't have $2 on me, but I'm sure you do. You guys have more money than me. So if you want to support $2 a month, oh my gosh, I'm Ice Spice now. $2 a month. Just become a patron, YouTube member, and all that good stuff. I'll give it to you later. Till next time. Bye.